Welcome to Your Excellent Health Service TV, and we're joined today by a special guest, Debbie Luna, who is from Happy Nutri. How are you today, Debbie?
I'm very well, thank you.
Feeling healthy?
Yes. A little bit of a cough here and there, but I think the weather changed so much, and yeah, it's affecting.
Right, well, how much can you, actually there's just a surprise question, how much can you guard against the effects of the weather through your nutrition?
Oh yeah, I think that at this time of the year it's so important to eat more and more nutritious food, and then I've been traveling for a couple of weeks and not eating my usual, natural and healthy, nutritious food. So I ended up with a little bit of a cold. So at this time of the year, eating plenty of vegetables, fruits, and supplementing with vitamin D, because now we have darker days. So it's quite important to keep the immune system, in the right place.
Right, I can just see that happening now. We're approaching the end of November, beginning of December, the office party, the party season.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think people are going to be going for their 5 or 10 a day at the moment. It's more like the wine and the beers and the parties and everything else. I mean, being realistic, how do you defend yourself against that sort of onslaught?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand your question, and it's very interesting because at this time of the year it's really difficult to avoid all the processed foods and sugary foods, but at least try to put some fruits, vegetables, green leafy veg in your daily life to counteract a little bit with the excess of sugar and drinks and parties. We have to be realistic. It's impossible to be perfect, and it's not good to be perfect, actually. But if you can eat, snack on fruits and nuts, have at least a healthy breakfast, you can go through the season without struggling so much.
So these are all things that obviously everybody would love to do. I don't think I've hardly ever seen, I think I see somebody eating nuts once a year, probably. I'm probably the main person who eats nuts in London, I think. But I mean, on all these things, well, at least in terms of the vegetables and the fruit, I mean, you can get these new drinks now where, you spend £3 on this little bottle of, it's all a mixture of beetroot and, fruit and other, just fruit and vegetable smoothies. There's all sorts of things. I mean, are they any good at all? They
are actually very good because there are juices, so you don't have fiber there, so your body can absorb it really, really quickly. And there are smoothies, so you preserve the fiber in those vegetables and fruits. They are equally good because fiber is good for your health and for your digestion, to keep cholesterol at bay. But in either way, having a juice or a smoothie, you have plenty of nutrients coming from those drinks.
And they don't get lost from the from the processing, let's say.
We always lose a little bit, but I would say that you keep most of the nutrients in it. Obviously, if you try to drink a fresh juice or a smoothie, is ideal because the more it sits, on a table or in the counter, it becomes less and less nutritious. So, yeah, drink it straight away. But yeah. You have nutrients there.
Right. And just as far as, the cynics like myself, I mean, let's say I always get my 2 or 3 colds a year, whether I have the nutrients or not, or the juices, or it seems to be the case. Are there studies which actually show that, good behavior leads to a healthier experience, let's say, over the winter or whatever?
Yeah, good nutrition leads to good health anyway. Maybe in your case, you said that you catch 3 or 4 colds per year. I would say that 1 or 2 colds per year is okay. More than that, you maybe should, contact a nutritionist, and then this professional will assess your health and your diet, and maybe even when we eat a healthy diet, we can miss something and we can lack some specific nutrients. So full detailed interview would help you access, and then improve your immune system. It's so important to...
Well, I have to say, I think I get a couple of colds a year from just getting a chill after going jogging around the park.
Okay.
So I think that's the problem. These jogging can be dangerous, I think,
Yeah, your body's very hot and outside.
Yes, and you get it.
So
Then
cold.
so it's not from doing anything bad at all.
Yeah.
But people with, I mean, one of the things that strikes me about the whole nutrition area is so much dependent on people's behavior. It's a behavioral thing. People get into a descending spiral of bad behaviors, bad lifestyle. You put on weight. You just gradually lose energy. Your desire to jog around the park diminishes. Becomes like a spiral. Is nutrition one of the best ways of breaking that cycle?
Yeah, I would say that nutrition with education and individual work and communities working together can break this pattern. So you saying that basically people are not having energy, they're not doing exercise, and they are eating very poor kind of diet, nutritionally speaking, poor diet. So we can talk about, for example, processed foods. They are cheap, they are produced in a large scale, that's why they're cheap, and people eat it. It's the basis of their diet. So Western diet is based on processed foods, and then we see people getting ill, they struggle, and then they don't have energy. So the beginning of every disease is low energy, headaches, if you're bloated, if you don't have focus, you don't have energy in general, and then at some point you have diseases because processed foods have no nutrients. The act of processing foods removes essential nutrients from food, and then people eat foods full of sugar, refined salt, bad quality fat, full of food enhancers, food coloring, and so on. So
why do they put them in? I mean, it's actually there's there are lots of things like main courses that you buy where they shouldn't. I don't know. Say it's chili con carne or something like that. Why is there sugar in there?
Oh yeah.
Why is there should just be the meat, the beans, whatever it is, and that's
probably the chips and the beans, because they're cooked with sauce, and then there's probably lots of sugar there.
When you make it yourself, you don't put those things in. Why did they put them in?
Because it enhances the flavor, and then it's very palatable. If you think about a combination of sugar, fat, and salt, it's very, very palatable. And then the food industry knows how to trick, the foods in a way that it becomes very palatable and then addictive, because the more you eat, the more you need it. So they lack nutrients, and people don't feel satiated, and then they eat more. They end up, gaining weight and becoming overweight, obese. And obesity is a problem because it's not a disease on its own. It's actually, there's an umbrella of diseases attached to obesity, such as diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and just to name a few. And then, that's where the problem begins. So why people choose it? Because they are so used to it, and there are just a few people out there telling, people on TV and social media that we need to eat more fruits, more vegetables, and because these are, healthy foods. I like to call the nutritious foods. They are full of nutrients, and then the more you eat nutritious food, the less you feel like you need to eat processed foods, because you feel like your body is nourished in the cellular level.
Right. So, but the problem is somebody. I'm trying to avoid sugar at all costs. I hardly eat it.
Good for you.
The problem is that the whole foods are very expensive.
Yeah.
So you want to make yourself a salad. I mean, it's just becomes double or triple the price of a chili con carne ready meal.
I completely understand.
So shouldn't there be some action on this at a government level?
Definitely, definitely. There are some people around, the world speaking out loud about, the importance of the governments around the globe to be more aware of the diseases and the problems that processed food is bringing to the population in general. But yeah, we need more people to talk about it, and if people stop little by little buying processed foods, so the food industry will have to change, and we need it. And the other thing is, it's a little bit more expensive, buying fresh foods actually, but in the end of the day, it costs a lot on your health and on the health system. If it's private or public, it costs a lot in the end of the day.
Debbie Luna from Happy Nutri, thank you for coming in and speaking with us today.
Thank you very much.